What is up, all you beautiful people? What a gorgeous day it is. We had a phenomenal time in Mount Pleasant today. We made really good progress on the Mount Pleasant 3 project. This will be the 3rd one this month in Mount Pleasant. All a project, not a standard clean. Standard clean I don't really consider a project. Something that takes more than 2 days I consider a project. It's no longer standard clean or a routine clean or just a regular deep clean. It is a project. So we're on to 3. This should take about 5 full days, maybe longer. Total project time's probably 7 to 10 days. That's from the trash removal to gutting all the carpet, prepping the floor, to sanitizing it, the whole 9 yards. So what I was going to talk a little bit about today, you've been hearing me talk about happiness, perspective, purpose, goals, dreams, visions, responsibility, choices, actions. Today, this topic, I'm going to talk about breaking the rules. What do I mean, Justin, by breaking the rules? I do not mean by breaking the laws. I'm talking about the rules of the standard average life. Again, this is not me attacking the average standard life. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly awesome for those that live an average standard life. I'm not attacking it. But I like to talk about dreams, visions, and aspirations. So if you're chasing your dreams, visions, and aspirations, you are probably going to exceed and excel beyond the average life. So when I'm talking about you need to break the rules, I'm talking about the rules of average. You work from 9 to 5, and you have the whole weekend off, and you take 2 vacations a year, and whatever else, right? You're at every sporting event, every game, everything for all your children. You're at all the holidays. The rules of life. If you're chasing your dreams, visions, and aspirations, you have to break the rules. You cannot live by the same rules as everybody else. You cannot, you could try it. You could try to manipulate it. You can try to do whatever you want, but you are not going to get to your dreams and aspirations. Depending, I guess, let me rephrase that. That depends on where your dreams, visions, and aspirations are. Maybe your dreams, visions, and aspirations alone will allow you to pay your bills. And if that's the case, well, then you could take every single weekend off you want to from here on to the history. Matter of fact, you could probably have a 3 to 4 day weekend every single week for the rest of your life if that's what you're looking for, just to be able to pay your bills. You can do that in 3 days a week very easily. Hence, another reason I never understood the Monday through Friday 40-hour a week job set. You can do 36 hours in 3 days and not have to work another day all week long. You could have 4-day weekends for your entire existence. You can. It's very feasible and doable. If all you want to do is pay your bills and take a vacation a year, oh geez, you can even drive a brand new car if you want, with 3 days a week. You can do that. It's proven fact. But if you're going after big dreams, visions, and aspirations, you are going to have to break the rules. And when I mean, again, break the rules, I'm not telling you to go out and break the law. You're going to have to take some risks. You're going to have to do some things most people aren't willing to do. You're going to have to break the norm. And you're going to have to be okay with that. And you're also going to have to be okay with all the people around you ridiculing you for it. And telling you you're doing too much, you're working too much, you work too much. I don't know what you think, I don't know who you think you are, but you're working too much. Normal people don't work like that. Who is trying to be normal? I never consider myself normal. I don't know what normal is, but who in the hell is trying to be just normal in the one opportunity they have in this life? Who the hell truly, deep down inside their mind, just wants to be like everybody else they watched grow up? I don't. And there ain't nothing wrong with the people I watched grow up. Nothing wrong with them. Love them dearly. But I want more than that. And I'm okay with admitting that I want more than that. And if you want more than that too in life, you're going to have to be willing to break the rules of society. Meaning, you deserve your weekends off. You get to kick your feet up from Saturday to Sunday and watch all your sporting events and whatever you do on the weekend, right? You might have to be okay with breaking that rule and pushing through and forging your path to a destination that you knew was in there somewhere. You just didn't know how you were going to get there. So you have to break the rules to find the path. Again, I want to clarify something so somebody don't come halfway in this video and thinking I'm talking about breaking the law. You don't have to do that. I strongly encourage you not to do that. From somebody that did that in the past and I got in trouble, I strongly encourage you not to do that. But you're going to have to break the unwritten rules of society that we all have a conscience and know what they are. Work your 40 hours a week. Pay your taxes. Enjoy your weekends. Take 2 family vacations a year, or 1, and if you're lucky, 2. And go to the dealer and buy that shiny new car and get a 30-year mortgage. Pretty much sums it up, didn't it? You're going to have to break that. You might have to bite the bullet and live under your means for the next 10 years. You might have to sell the brand new house you decided to get a 35-year mortgage on and drop down to a 1-bedroom studio apartment to make your dreams a reality. You might have to take that brand new car back to the dealership and buy yourself a used clunker that'll get you from point A to point B that you owe nothing on. All these things, the rule breaking that everybody's perfectly capable of doing, but most of us have too much pride and ego in order to let us do that. I don't want the neighbors seeing me buy something that's paid off and I got a dent in my bumper. Who cares? I got dents on every single bumper of my vehicle. And yes, we could go to the dealer too and buy the new shiny Tahoe or Yukon. But why the hell would I do that when I have $0 but gasoline coming out of this one every month? So you may have to be willing. You have to be willing to break the rules. And I'm not over here some mega success story whatsoever. I'm just saying, if you want to go after your dreams, visions, and aspirations, you're going to have to break the rules of the norm, of society. Everybody lives out here in an unwritten norm or the unwritten rules of society. Everybody lives to it and complies to it to a degree. They probably subconsciously don't even realize they're doing that. Like, you're supposed to have your life together at 18 years old. You're supposed to have your career started at 21. You're supposed to retire when you're 45. Like the unwritten rules that are instilled within our mind through kindergarten through 12th grade. Parenting, so on and so forth, life experiences. If you want to go after your dreams, visions, and aspirations, you're going to have to be okay with breaking them rules. It's just what you got to do. You got to be okay with breaking the rules. You don't need a brand new car from the dealership to impress your neighbor that don't give a shit about you. You really don't need that. You don't need that at all. You don't need that $780,000 home that you just went in debt for the next 40 years of your life that you honestly can't afford, but I want the neighborhood to think that I got it together. You don't really need it. Now, I'm not telling you what to do or not to do it. If that's your dream and passion and vision to have a $780,000 home that's 3,800 square foot or 4,500 square foot, by all means necessary, do it. But you don't need it to survive. So you have to break a lot of rules in order to get on the path of your dreams, visions, and expectations of your own life. Because your expectations of your life are completely different than other people's expectations on you. Your expectations should be 1,000,000,000 times more than the expectations your mommy and daddy's got for you. Or than your best friends got for you. Or even your significant other. Whatever. Our expectations should way exceed that. Oop, a copper. Got somebody pulled over. They must have been breaking the rules. The real rules that you're not supposed to break. Oh man, they're outside of the car and everything. Uh-oh. Is that Matt? Might be. Well, I'm going to check it out and turn around and go check on Matt. Matt must have been speeding. I love you guys all, but seriously, if you want to go after those dreams, visions, and aspirations, we need to break the rules. And I don't mean the law. So don't misconstrue it saying I'm out here telling you to go break the law. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. But you got to bend the rules. Go listen to any entrepreneur or engineer or Steve Jobs that bent the rules. What they're talking about is bending the rules of the society norm. That's the rules they're talking about. You have to bend and break. They're not going to look the same. I love you guys all. Talk to you soon.